Hello everyone, and welcome to Chapter 12 of my Call of the Armor 0% Growths Low Turn Count playthrough. Chapter 12, besides Chapter 1, is the only route map in the game, meaning that, unlike every other map, where I only need to worry about the boss and/or the throne they happen to be guarding, here every single enemy is its own win condition. That said, not all enemies are created equal. So to finish this map in a fast manner, I need to focus my energy on the enemies that are the hardest to kill. Those include the boss, who has incredibly high speed and defense, starts very far away from the starting area and does not move. The sniper near him, who can only be retaliated against at 2 range. The longbow ranger, who cannot realistically be retaliated against at all. The recruitable troubadour, who needs to be baited into Kuija's talk range. And finally, the enemy wyvern squad, who is so physically bulky that almost none of my army can one-round them. It is because of all these reasons that I needed to buy 3 master seals, and I needed 3 units promoted for this map. For Flint's part, I need him promoted mostly for the +1 movement, although the ability to use light magic and the +2 magic are nice bonuses. Liam also needs to be promoted specifically to Ranger for the 7 movement. And Lily, although I chose to promote her in Chapter 11, I could have gotten away without it. Here she absolutely does need to be promoted. Looking at the map itself, the boss is in the top left corner, and I can tell you the only unit in my army who can defeat him in any manner I would describe as fast is Uyama, which is a problem because she has a shrimpy 5 movement. So I'm going to need to deploy a lot of movement tech to get her where she needs to be. And the reason she needs to be the one to take down the boss is because, although he has very high speed and defense, he has very low luck and resistance. So the only way to realistically get rid of him is with a crit from a magical weapon. And the light brand cannot crit, so only Uyama's personal wind edge can really deal with him. It is because I need Uyama so far forward, I'm going to initiate another take support give using our new buddy Soma. Soma, as a general, is not normally known for his mobility, but his amazing starting position, right here, assuming you recruit him turn 1, means that he can get himself and Uyama directly into the fray turn 1. Vivek is once again staff grinding, although even he contributes to the route a little bit by finishing off that soldier. And right here is why I needed a 7-move unit specifically to be where Liam is. And that's because of that shaman. I need that shaman to be in that spot in particular, because the troubadour will be lured over to heal him, and that'll put the troubadour just barely within Kuija's recruitment range. Here you're seeing all the 1 to 2 range enemies that are within Uyama's range, and that's why she needed the hand axe to give to Soma. The enemies, seeing the bulky Soma next to the frail Uyama, are all going to go for Uyama, and Uyama's going to double and kill them in return. Here we recruit Venus, who isn't super notable, her staff rank is too low, but she heals Liam here. Technically, that's superfluous because Liam is so bulky that even the 2 remaining wyverns cannot kill him at 18 HP, and that's one of the reasons I chose him over Srikhandi. Srikhandi could technically replicate what Liam does here with the light brand instead of the armored bow, but she, for one, is a lot less accurate, and for 2, is a lot less bulky. She would get 2 shot by those wyverns, so I would need to rig a dodge. Right here you see why Flint needed 6 movement, and that's so that he could walk to this spot in particular. We can't spare any mounted units time to rescue him forward, and Uyama needs to be warped there to finally encounter the boss, Uthin. Uthin is so bulky that even with a wind edge crit he still doesn't die, and we'll need to finish him off on enemy phase. But right here is by far the least reliable part of the clear, turn 2 player phase. In the interest of maximizing reliability for turn 2 enemy phase, I rig a lot of low percent crits here, including this 57% hit, 1% crit on the longbow ranger with Lily's short spear. I needed to get rid of that guy on player phase, and because he drops his longbow, I can drop the short spear to equip the axe reaver. Noki has one last job after she's done rigging, and that is to rescue Flint away from danger and keep her and him from elongating this clear any further. Enemy phase crits are a lot more annoying to rig than player phase crits, so even though I could have made the player phase more reliable, I would have needed to rig more things to go right on enemy phase, and I didn't want to do that. You can see here, because Lily dropped the short spear and put the axe reaver at the top of her inventory, she easily dispatches of that brigand. Soma joins with a brave axe, and so he can easily get rid of these two. And Liam one-shots these wyverns because he's the best unit possibly in the entire game. But after rigging one final crit on this sniper I can't naturally kill, Uyama clears Chapter 12 in 2 turns. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you for Chapter 13.